Hi there, my name is Tom Holland-Pearse and I'm a CBT therapist. I want to run through some of my favourite techniques from Russ Harris's The Happiness Trap, first edition, to see if we can take some of the power out of those unhelpful thoughts you may have been experiencing. So, step one. This one's called I am having the thought that. So if you arrive comfortably in your chair, just take a few deep breaths to settle in. And then very slowly just let your eyes close. Letting your breathing return to normal, in and out through the nose. To begin this exercise, first bring to mind an upsetting thought that takes the form I am X. For example, I am not good enough. Preferably pick a thought that often recurs and that usually bothers or upsets you. Now I want you to focus in on that thought and believe in it as much as you can for 10 seconds. Notice how that's made you feel. Next, I'd like you to take that same thought, but this time insert the phrase in front of it, I'm having the thought that. So play that thought again, but this time with the phrase attached. Think to yourself, I'm having the thought that I am X. Notice what happens. Now one final time, repeat this exercise, but this time the phrase is slightly longer. Now we're going to say, I notice I'm having the thought that I am X. So just think to yourself, I notice I'm having the thought that I am X, and notice what happens. Now I'd like to compare that feeling you have now to the feeling you had right at the start of the exercise. What do you notice? Next, I'd like to try something a little bit different with you. So keeping your eyes nice and closed, staying comfortable and present in the chair. Bring to mind a negative self-judgment that commonly bothers you. For example, I'm such an idiot. Now, like we did before, hold that thought in your mind and really believe it as much as you can for about 10 seconds. Notice how it affects you. Now I want you to take that same thought, and don't worry, this is silently in your mind, but try singing it to yourself to the tune of Happy Birthday. And sometimes the syllables won't fit and you might have to cram them in there a little bit. So sing that thought silently inside your mind to the tune of Happy Birthday. Notice what happens. Now, go back to the thought in its original form. Once again, hold it in your mind and believe in it as much as you can. Notice how it affects you now. And finally, I'd like you to sing that thought silently once again in your mind, but this time to the tune of Jingle Bells. Sing it silently inside your mind and notice what happens. After completing this exercise, you probably found that by now you're just not taking that thought quite so seriously. You're just not buying into it as much. Notice that you haven't challenged the thought at all. You haven't tried to get rid of it, debated whether it's true or false, or even tried to replace it with a positive thought. What's happened is what we call diffusion. By taking a thought and putting it to music, or taking a thought and buying yourself some distance, you have realised that it's just made up of words, like the lyrics of the song, and something you just don't need to buy into as much as you have been. Anyway, that's just a very short snippet from this book. I hope it helps you.